It is 2024. What is the best online business to start as an entrepreneur, if you're a teen, looking to really run up 100K your first year? What I wanna do right now is really break down all of the online businesses you can start as a teen with some money, little money, so you know exactly how to get started as an entrepreneur. I'm gonna be completely honest with you right now. I've tried about half of these strategies. I haven't tried all of them. For a lot of these, as a 16, 17-year-old teen, I've tried them all. Some I've hit gold mines with, and some I haven't. So let's break this all down. So the first one we gotta talk about here is dropshipping. And so if you're looking to get into an online business, dropshipping is an interesting one. It's basically the art of finding something on like AliExpress for $4 or $5, maybe a nice little mug, then selling that mug to someone by posting a Facebook ad for $8, $9, $10. And you make $5 in between, and hopefully the profit margin's enough on a Shopify store to cover your Facebook ads. Now, it's not a terrible strategy, but it is a strategy most people don't make money with. And if you've been watching me long enough on this channel, you might not even know this. I actually had a dropshipping business when I was like 16 years old. I made about $20,000 in profits, but I spent about $20,000 in Facebook ads. So it really wasn't a good business at all to be doing. The problem with this is you need some money up front. You need to spend $1,000 to $3,000 in ads just to see if something's working or not. So unfortunately, I would say it's probably not a good online business to be doing. Next here, we got Amazon FBA. There's a lot of real estate guys and a lot of people in wholesaling real estate that are starting to do this. They're selling you Amazon FBA stores for $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. And they'll promise you you'll make $50,000 profit in a year, which if someone's promising you profits, it's probably not the good thing to do. I've never promised anyone watching this that you will make or guarantee any money. Unfortunately, Amazon FBA does go against a lot of the guidelines Amazon does do. And for a lot of these people spending $40,000, $50,000 on these little stores, they get shut down immediately, and that $50,000 investment goes down the drain. Now, I'm not gonna mention any names on this video, but there are some people who have run wholesaling real estate YouTube channels that have promoted this for $50,000, $60,000, and then the account gets shut down, and they say, oh, I don't own this anymore. And they decide just to ignore this fact and go to the next thing. I would be very, very careful with Amazon FBA because I see a lot of people get burned from this, so I would not be doing that at all. Next here is day trading, and honestly, I've done some day trading, and if I can be completely honest with you, I've dabbled in it from time to time, and I've probably made over $100,000 doing this. Now, it's not what you really think. Me day trading 100 grand and making 100 grand from that sounds cool, but it's a lot of work, and I did it kind of more for fun. You own stocks like Uber, that's just going up and down and volatile all the time, like Tesla, stuff like that. You can buy it like 200, sell it at 210, and kind of look at the charts. I'm not really the expert on it. I've done well with it, but ultimately it really stressed me out like crazy. So I'd probably avoid day trading because most people really know this as professional gambling. I have made money on this, but you're beholden to a lot of external factors which you really can't control. So I would probably say no on the day trading part. The next part here is like Forex, which is going to be basically the foreign exchange trading. I'd probably not do that either because it's the same macroeconomical trends that you're going to find. With day trading, news can happen, changes everything, you can lose all your money. It's not good. On top of that, 2 options, that's even crazier. Like, I mean, you can lose 20, 30% of your money on a day trading, but with options, it can go even nuts. And yeah, the rewards are great, but no one really has this magic ball. So I would be very, very careful. Now we're kind of outside the big mainstream ones. Now these are ones that I have not really done, but I've seen actually people make pretty good side hustles doing this. The next one's going to be like a personal training type business or gym thing. If you're really into fitness, I mean, look at me, I'm not the craziest fitness guy. I like to work out, but I have seen some people my age do some pretty good personal training businesses locally here where they can make $100,000, $200,000. It's mostly going after higher net worth clients and actually getting the results. If you can get a really rich guy results, he's going to stay with you and you can kind of raise your prices with that guy. But it requires a lot of marketing, a lot of work, and obviously you got to look good doing it. Next, here's one where I actually have family members who have done this and they've ran up a pretty good business. This is car detailing, boat detailing, or mobile detailing. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but it's not a terrible business if you're looking to get into it. Yeah, you're gonna have to do the work yourself, learn how to do it, but most people want their car, boat detailed. And once you kind of learn the ins and outs, you get kind of a client list, and you start growing that even more because you get really good at what you're doing. Word of mouth's great, start hiring people, and you get the point where you have a full staff who's just detailing the boats, and you're kind of guy behind the scenes making sure everything's going well. The family members that I know do this go after really expensive boats, really expensive high-end cars, but they've spent years and years building up a list like this. So yeah, you can usually push 6 figures and heck, even 7 figures doing this, but you just have to understand that it's a lot of work to get to that point. and it does require a lot of sweat and a lot of effort. Next here, you can be a realtor, which personally is actually a decent side hustle type thing if you want to do it. But remember, being a realtor, you will be discriminated against. You're going to need your GED. You cannot have a felony. In some cases you can, but you're going to be discriminated against that. You're going to have to spend thousands of dollars to get a license, and then you're in a big pool of other realtors that are trying to do the same thing. Cold calling the same list, the expired listings, or possibly the Zillow for sale by owners, and you're going to have to put your face all the way out there and hopefully make with the average $40,000 a year as a realtor. Personally, I don't like that. I don't like people telling me what to do. I don't want to pay desk fees every single month, errors and omissions insurance, and all this stupid stuff. I would probably avoid that too. Next here, I've actually personal friends that have done this, SMMA, or a social media marketing agency. And I get asked all the time, Zach, maybe I should do that too on top of wholesaling. And I would say no, right? I mean, doing a social media marketing agency, if you're really good at what you're doing, a lot of people get really good at cold emails. They can get really good skills from this. It's okay, right? It's not terrible, but you're DMing people all day. You got to get really good at editing. You got to get these skills up, and you're just basically selling skills, kind of like the car washing business or that car detailing business, and just get employees on top of that, build it up from there. Not a terrible business either, but you're beholden if a new software comes out that makes running a social media easier. These people aren't beholden to you, and you can lose it all in the day too. Some people get really good at this, but again, you're really gonna have to know what you're doing. And if you've never ran up a social media account from 0 to 100,000 followers, it's gonna be hard to sell that service. Next, you got like couch flipping or garage sale flipping. I've seen a lot of young people do this, and that's a great little side hustle too, but you are only stuck with yourself. You can't really make more than 80, 90 grand a year if you push it hard. And it's a good little business, right? You go to garage sales, you can look up the items, what they're really worth if you put the effort selling them on eBay, buy it for $5, sell it for 12, and just keep that up. Not the worst in the world, right? I mean, you can easily make over 5, 6 grand a month like that, no problem. And if you're completely broke, it's not really that big of an investment. I would say go for it. But if you're somebody that's looking to make over 100 grand the first year and really wanting to make a push and a change in their life, I'd probably consider something better. Something that made me over 100 grand my first year wholesaling, and something that's made me millions of dollars. And after teaching hundreds of thousands of people this strategy, you kind of know what I'm going to talk about: wholesaling houses. Now, the point of this video is not to gaslight you into thinking you can only do wholesaling houses, because if you're looking in 2024 to start a business, there's a lot of great ones out there, right? There's so many avenues to make money. But personally, in the United States of America or anywhere in the world, you can do virtual wholesaling. Finding discounted houses by pulling any type of list possible, seeing if these people want to sell the property, writing up a contract to buy it, selling that contract to a rich landlord or house flipper for a finder's fee is the best one to do. Literally, wholesaling real estate is just the art of finding somebody who wants to sell their house, writing up a piece of paper to buy the house, then selling that piece of paper for a $20,000, $30,000, or heck, even a $100,000 assignment fee. That's right, you can make $100,000 off of just calling one person, writing up a contract to buy it, and then selling it for a finder's fee on top of that. And the cool part is when you're 17 years old, you can easily do this. I mean, my first wholesaling deal, I made $20,000 in my first month at 17 years old. And like anything, I made 100 grand my first year. I wasn't like the best at it, but I got better and better, and I was able to scale it up with employees, systems like that. And I'm at the point now where I'm making a lot of money doing it. So yes, there's a million ways to make $1 million in any of this. I would say stick to wholesaling houses. Now, if you're looking to get into wholesaling houses, I do have a free course. It's called freewholesaling.com, where I share with you exactly step-by-step how to get into wholesaling real estate and learn it right now. Heck, this channel is my personal YouTube channel, but a lot of what I talk about is about wholesaling real estate, because that's what makes the money for so many new people. Wholesaling real estate doesn't care how old you are, how smart you are, where you live, how tall you are, your gender, what you look like, nothing. It only cares about how hard of the work you put in this business, and you'll get the results. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, there are some cons to wholesaling houses that I think you should know off the bat. There are a ton of wholesalers looking to get in this industry. It was kind of a big secret for a very long time. Even when I first started this channel, most people didn't know what wholesaling houses was. But after I was the first person to show people how to wholesale houses for free, kind of crazy, but I was, a lot more people started making money. They're telling their friends, and the word of mouth has just exploded this business. And now we're at the point where we have millions of wholesalers getting in here and making a ton of money wholesaling houses. Now, if you're looking to get into wholesaling real estate, you should go to the course, subscribe to this channel, all these great things. Let me give you a quick crash course on what it takes for you to get a wholesaling deal this month right now. The first thing you should be focusing on is driving or pulling a list and just cold calling them. This is the art of just getting someone's phone number from a website like truepeoplesearch.com or cyberbackgroundchecks.com and calling these people up and seeing if they want to sell their house. Now, if they want to sell their house, you meet with them, you write up a contract to buy it. Remember, in my course, you can just download the contract. Then once you get that contract signed, you're getting the lowest price negotiated. You're gonna go cold call the core rents and find a rich landlord. Let's say you bought a house for $100,000, you wrote it there. Call someone in that zip code that's trying to rent out one of their rental properties and asking them if they're interested in buying any more rentals. They might be like, yeah, sure. Well, I got one straight over. Would you want to buy it for 120? Sure, I'd like to buy the thing for 120,000. Write up a piece of paper saying that I'm selling my contract to Mr. Buyer for 120,000. I get a $20,000 finder's fee and he gives 100,000 to the seller. All in all, he's in it for 120. I get 20, seller gets 100 like we promised, and everyone is happy with the transaction. Start doing this every month. You can make over $20,000 every month, then 100K, then $1 million plus. It's not the easiest thing to get started. I'll completely tell you that, but I'll tell you it is the most rewarding. If you have no money and you want to make a ton of cash really fast, this is the business for you. It's really the most effective get rich quick scheme out there. The problem with this is it's not a get rich easy scheme. It's a get rich quick hard scheme. And that's the way I like calling it, because it requires a lot of work, requires a lot of effort. But if you're willing to put in the work, the dedication, the sacrifice to get in this business, you'll do well. So if you want to get started wholesaling houses, do me a favor, make sure you go to freewholesaling.com. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments, are you getting into wholesaling real estate? What other side hustles have you had some success with? And I'd love to know. This is Zach Ginn signing out. Have a blessed one.